Myself Harshit, and we'll start with this webinar wherein we'll be discussing about what business is having for you in this lockdown situation and how you can utilize it for your benefits and for your businesses. But first of all, we just hope that each and every one of you is safe and secured at your home with no casualties, no family issues, nothing related to COVID. And we just pray, if at all anything is there, we just pray for a speedy recovery for each and every one of you. And so we'll start with this webinar. Uh, and also, thank you for joining in such a short notice for this webinar. Just a minute, some technical glitch. So, please slide the next screen. So we'll start with how it works. As we all know, many of you are already using this application, and many of you are going to be the new prospects who are going to use this application. So the basic things like how it works. First of all, we have two applications. One is at the desktop, which is a desktop application which continuously syncs the data from your Tally and forwards it to your mobile application. So you just have to install the basic desktop application at your system. You just have to do it once, rest it will take care of itself. Other than that, there's a second application, which is your mobile application, a portable one, which you will be using for all your analysis and all the things necessary for your business. So how it works, like desktop application, you can directly download it from our Designlist website, and the mobile application, you will get it on your Play Store. And also, there are many of our dealers who are who can assist you. You can contact them directly. You can contact your nearest tele partner, or you can contact your tele partner who has provided you this tele services. So there we go. Uh, So next slide. What is this analyst and how it is going to like benefit you? So first of all, what is our vision? We aim to drive SME growth using technology. I'll give you a basic thing on this. All the big companies can utilize a business analyst for their company. They can hire a person who will do all the necessary analysis for them. But for each and every SME, is it possible? No. There are certain SMEs who cannot afford this, or who doesn't even doesn't have time to do this. So what we did, we came up with a business analyst for each and every SME. Okay. So just giving an example, suppose you want to analyze your sales. So you have to basically depend on each and everything on your tally, on your accountant. You have to ask your CAs in certain cases. So what we did, we just gave all your data, all your you don't have to be rely on anyone. You don't have to ask your accountant for each and everything. You have your mobile application, you have your data, you are on the go. The next is like let you access your Tally ERP9 data anywhere. Okay. I'll give you for example for this also. Suppose your Tally is shut down after 7 p.m. in office and you want to use your data. How you will use it? It's the business analyst that will help you. You cannot disturb your accountant or your CA again and again. And also on top of that, it's the time of a GST collection time. Suppose you have to file your monthly GST, quarterly GST, annual GST. And if you interrupt your accountant or your tax advisors or your CAs again and again, they are working for you. Any mistake that they does, you are going to pay for it. So here, once you are like using this application, you are taking care of your own things. You are not disturbing them in their work. They will do a proper job, and you will be secured at your own place. So that's the main part that we can talk about. And this is also India's most trusted application. Okay, we have more than 85,000 customers. I'm sorry, the number is not changed in this slide, but right now we are having more than 85,000 plus customers who are actively using this application all over India and outside India as well. With that, we also provide you advanced security measures, and also just on a few clicks, you get most of the data on you. So talking about data security, there's a question that you should always have, like what is data security of my application. Okay. Uh, First of all, okay, like we provide you 100% encryption. It's a completely end-to-end encryption for your data. Once it syncs from your Tally, it goes to server, it comes in your mobile application. It will be completely encrypted, and it will be there in your mobile application only where it will get decrypted. Okay, and that too with your credentials only, your user login access via email and your credentials, and that too with an OTP. Okay, so there are 7 points in this, but I'll like give a short story for this also. Suppose you log in with a credential. Okay, you have got your data from your Tally to your mobile application via encrypted mode. That's the first level. Second level is your credentials, your email ID, your password, and your OTP. Suppose you give your email ID password to some other person as well. Your data is not secured then. But just imagine, even if it tries to do a login, we will need a OTP. Who will get that OTP? It's the person whose email ID it is actually. So it will be you who is going to get that OTP. So he can't log in without your OTP. Even if he gets the OTP, so suppose he might have gotten OTP via some measures. Like, so then what? Still, once he logs in, you will get a device registration mail on your email ID. That so and so device has been registered in your company with this registration. So that's another thing. So at each and every point of time, you are completely aware of how many users are using in the application. Or suppose if you are a single user, no one else can log in unless and until you give him the permission to log in. Other than that, suppose you are having this mobile application, then there is also a thing like a mobile passcode, a 4-digit passcode that you can set for your mobile application. That even if your mobile gets misplaced, no one else can open it unless and until you put that passcode. Other than that, we have device blocking. Suppose you misplace your mobile, or suppose there's some other person you don't want him to use the application. You can block him easily. You can remove the users easily if you don't want him to use the application. You want to replace your user. Suppose you purchase for 10 users and you want to say that, okay, this person is not going to be there in my organization anymore. So I want to remove him. I want to replace him with some other person. That is also possible. Other than that, suppose everything is like available, your data, anything might happen. Okay, I'm taking just an hypothetical situation that anything happens, then what? Still, you can remove your data at any point of time from the desktop application easily. It's just a 2-click situation where you just have to go on the edit button and delete your company. Your data will be erased from each and everywhere. Like nothing, not on the server, mobile application, nothing, nowhere. So this is the data security which we provide you with a complete secure system. So I hope you don't have any doubts regarding the security part now. Now for today's webinar, like what we are going to show you today, or how our application will help you in this lockdown situation. So first of all, I will, if any, just a question, if any of you are into share market trading or investments, then you must have seen that companies post their quarterly and year on year basis results, like how their company performed last year in the same quarter versus how they performed this year in this quarter. So it's a comparison that they do each and every year for their growth. So we just thought, why does not our SME segment does that? They should also do it. They should also compare themselves for their growth. So today I'll show you how you can do that. How you can like compare your last year's sales. How you can check your last year's sales. How much I did. Why this much is not done. Why I missed my target. We'll discuss about that. Then you can use the key business reports that we have provided you. It's there in Tally. It's there in Tally. Tally is already having many things which we are providing. But in Tally, the main problem is that you have to sit in front of the Tally. You have to sit there. You have to take out all the reports. You have to make that reports and then you have to get it out. But here in this analyst, we provide you those reports automatically and directly. You don't have to worry about anything. You will get all those reports, and then you can do your decision making, your strategies in a very easy manner. Then I'll show you how to create a voucher like sales order, sales invoice, receipt payment, etc. Each and everything. Yeah. Then we'll show you how your sales team can do like work from home with this application. How can you improve their productivity with this application, and how you can increase your sales, cash flow, and productivity of the things. Reduce your outstanding, the main major problem of each business right now. How will our outstanding reduce, or how will we will get our cash back? Okay. So there we have a feature of auto reminder. We'll discuss about that also, and how you can run your like business from home easily. Simple reports, a simple analysis. I'll show you how we have provided. Okay. After that, we have something new. Next slide, please. So right now, as we come up many offers for our customers. So this for this month also we have some like benefits for our customers also. So what it is, there's a 1 month free offer. Okay, we have two plans right now. One is for 2100, one is for 2400. Okay. And on top of that, we have 2 years plan, like one a single year, second a 2 years plan where you get 6 months additional subscription. But on top of that, suppose you pay it from directly from the mobile application after your trial, then you get a 1 month free. But the condition is that you have to purchase it within 6 days before trial gets expired. You have to purchase your application, then you get 1 month addition. And the other offer is like I spoke to you about the multiple devices that you are using. Okay? So if you are like a SME who is in a growing stage, who is a distributor, a manufacturer, and who is having a sales team, and he wants to give this application to his entire team, then we have some special offers for you also. I hope everyone is able to hear me. So the offer is like, suppose you purchase for 2 to 4 devices for a single tele license, you get one mobile device free. Suppose you purchase for 5 to 9 mobile applications, you get two mobile application free. And suppose you purchase for 10 or more devices, you get three mobile applications completely free of cost. And the time period will remain same as for the rest of the devices. So it's a double bumper offer, you can say, and you can avail it like 30th is the last day for it. Okay. Next slide will be of how you can contact us. Okay, so definitely, if you want to have a trial, if you want to know about anything, if you have any questions or any issues you are facing in the current application that you are using, you can always contact us through these mediums. First of all, we have created a support page like help.bizanalyst.in. You can directly visit that. We have like created a page where you can search your own issues. You can go through those issues. You can also review your issues over there. And if at all you are not able to solve even after those reviews, then you can directly contact us. The support number is also given here. It's an IVR, but you can still contact us. You can also create a ticket from your mobile application, wherein you will like you don't have to wait for our IVR to answer. You can just go on the mobile application. I'll show you how to do it also, and just create a ticket from your mobile application. After that, we have our own YouTube channel wherein we post regular videos of how this application is helpful to you. About short videos, long webinars, everything will be posted over there. So if you at all you want to see any particular, like if you want to know about any particular feature, you can directly go there, search, and like take a look on that feature. And the rest is like, suppose you want any demo or something, and you are not able to contact us, you are not able to raise a ticket or something, just mail at help@siliconwings.com with whatever query or doubt you are having, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Just mention your like contact details, and we'll contact you as soon as possible. So these were like our support details and everything. So now I guess we should start with the webinar, with the actual thing. I'll just share my screen, and also uh, just a minute. Okay, and also with that, I would like to say that the polls are open. So we have started the polls from the beginning. If at all you feel like we are doing a good job with this webinars, it's an informative thing, and we are helping you out, just do one thing, just give us a feedback on those polls and help us grow with this webinar thing, so that we can come up with new things and new methods of using BizAnalyst that can help you grow your business. Okay, so we'll start. I'll share my screen.
I hope my screen is visible to each and everyone. So this is a basic business analyst application when you open the application. So the first thing that I see over on the top is my company. It's the time period of my company, the data which is shown, the sales, purchase, receipt, payment, outstanding receivables, outstanding payables, cash bank balance, sales order, purchase order, delivery note, receipt note, everything. So on top of this, like suppose these are the basic figures, you will get these figures on tally as well. But suppose I want to do any analysis, then how can I do it? So as I told you, first of all, will help you to compare your results with your previous year with like any time period. So you can directly first of all select your time period from here. I have selected all, like it will show me the complete data which I'm having right now. Suppose I select this year, then it will show me this year's data. For right now, I'll select all. Here is my sales figure. Here I'll show you a simple basic analysis that we found a very useful thing, which customers have given us a feedback, and they told me that we can use it, utilize the application in this way also. So first of all, you can see your gross figure. It's 23,85,500, and here only we have given you the option of gross and net. So this is your net figure. Okay. So this is the basic thing, very basic thing. But right now starts the analysis part. Here you can see all your parties and their sales in this current in this time period, like from 1st April 2018 to 20th May 20. Here you will see all the like parties and their sales. But suppose if I have like done a ledger grouping in my tally, okay, and I want to analyze it in that way. Like suppose I've created a grouping of salesperson. Okay, I selected ledger group. Here you can see in front of sending data, it's showing a plus button. I'll just click on it. Here my ledger groups are available. Suppose I want to see how my salesperson A is performing. I can just go in salesperson A. Here you will be able to see the like all the dealings that are done through salesperson A. You can see all the things, all the parties. But again, here you can do a simple analysis. Or suppose I want to know like this salesperson A is performing good right now, but in which sector he is performing better. Okay, so here I can also select like different things. I can do my own permutation and combination, but I select suppose top group. So I want to know in which sector or in which area he is best right now. So here, as I can see, he's doing a good job in electronic section, but he's not so much good in suppose mobile section. So here I can do two things. Either I can move him completely to the electronic section and tell him to focus in that region, or suppose I can do one more thing. I can tell him that, okay, you are good in electronics, no issues, keep it up, but also focus on mobile section. So that will help us like grow in both the ways. Okay. So suppose, okay, I decide that I'll go with the electronic section. Salesperson A will do only electronics only. Then I'll click on electronics. Here I can see that in this particular time range, these are the electronic items that he deal in. So here, what can I do? Here still there's a confusion of Air Chemicals, Amazon, like these are the parties. Okay, but right now I want to know that in electronic section I have multiple products, and I just want to know in which product he's doing the most sales, like which is his best product he's able to sell. So what I'll do, I'll just select one more filter of stock item. So here you can see it's a complete bifurcation of all the items, and you can do like you can do the sorting in your way. We have given the sort option, sort by name, amount, quantity. Suppose I select by quantity. Okay. So here you can see quantity shown like Amazon Kindle 259, laptop 55, digital projectors. So this is one sort of like sorting. You can suppose I can select by amount. So here also I can see that in Amazon Kindle, he's a master in selling Amazon Kindle. So I don't have to worry about it. I know it in anyhow he's going to sell Amazon Kindle to anyone. So that's a good thing. But if I want to know that which is the least like sellable product for him, and can I work in that product? Suppose DLSR camera, he has only sold one in this entire time period of 2 years. So suppose if he starts selling it like 3, 4, 5, is my business going to increase? If yes, then I can work on it. If no, it's not going to increase that much, it's okay, then I'll let it be. Then I can work on other products as well. But this is the thing that an analysis you can do. I have done one sort of analysis. You can use your own permutation combination according to your business. Also on top of that, you can select the time period at each and every page. So suppose on the first page you selected for this year, but in on the next page you want to select for last year. Suppose last year I want to go, so I'll go with the last year. In last year he was just focusing on two products, and that too the sales was not that much good. So it's okay, I can work on it now. Okay, but at least I got an insight that on which product I need to focus on. Also, suppose I want to share this report to my salesperson, then I can directly do a sharing button from it. I've given the sharing button at each and every page available, like wherever it is possible, wherever there is a report that should be shared with anyone, the sharing button is there. So you can directly share it via PDF, via WhatsApp or email. So this is one single sort of like analysis. And in top of that, suppose if you want to go more deeper, you can just click on this particular party. Here is the air chemicals. Just click on it and you will get all the invoices also. Suppose you want to go deeper into a particular invoice, you just have to select that invoice and it will show you the entire details about those invoices. And suppose while while auditing also, if there is any miscommunication with particular party and you want to share him a particular invoice, then what you can do, like you can directly share your ledger report first of all. Okay, then in a particular invoice, if you feel that this invoice is not correct, you can share the invoice right now. Just click on share invoice. It's like custom now or do it later, anyhow, or directly share. Just you can directly also, like, this is one more thing you can do. You can customize your invoice with this particular features, like your header, your company logo, include narrations or anything, invoice signature, bank details, declaration, anything. We have given many sort of filters and configurations over here. So this was complete sales analysis that you can do. Definitely the permutation and combinations will be yours according to your business and services, but this is a form of like an analysis that we came across, and the customers gave us a feedback. So this is one sort of analysis. Now I'll show you one more analysis. This was complete sales, like the sales, the product is gone, now I have to take the money or something. So there will always be, wherever there is sales, there is always outstanding. I've seen that. So here we go in outstanding receivables. And this is the major pain problem of each and every business I have seen, because if the outstanding is not cleared on time, it's impacting your business. Your money is not rolling out, you cannot do any new things, you cannot work on expansion, you cannot work on expanding your business to any other city or any other place. But suppose if there is a reminder that you can send to your customers at regular intervals, manually, automatically, anyhow. But there are also times, like suppose I am a business owner, I have a particular party who gives me a lot of business, but he's not very punctual in like payments, and I cannot even tell him that please do the payments faster, because he's a good customer of mine. And if he suppose feels bad or something happens, he might not even give me business, and that is going to hamper my business. So what can I do? If it's possible that a slight email or a slight message can go to him that, sir, your payment is pending, with particular details. So he might also say that, yes, my amount is pending, I need to give it because he's my regular supplier, he's a regular business partner with me, he works with me. So that there is a possibility that he will gradually start doing the payments on like on regular basis. And if even if it's a slight betterness, then we can work on it. So here, what sort of analysis we have, I'll just give you one just now. Suppose in the tally there's an filter of aging reports. Okay. So here also we have some sort of aging. I'll just show you. This is the button. Okay, this was your complete outstanding list. Okay, you can also see here a red marks are given, that average payment days. Okay, I'll just give you a small insight of what it shows. Suppose in this entire time period, there were 10 bills that was sent to Air Chemicals, and the date, the credit days that was given to him was of 30 days. He started giving me like punctual payments. Okay, it was regular. For the first bill it came like within 10 days, for the second bill it came to like 15 days, third bill it went to suppose 30 days. Here it was the threshold, the 30 days, but then suppose it went on increasing to 40 days, 45 days, 60 days, and the 10th bill is still not paid. So here we can see there's an average. The average that is taken for all the 10 bills is like it's clear, violating the rule of the credit days. So here we give you an insight of a simple thing, that your party is not able to, your party is not able to provide you with like punctual payments. So I guess you need to work on it, or you can talk to the particular party and get that payment done. Also, your credit limit, the limits and days are already set in Tally. Okay, we take those details over here. Okay. And also there's an option of next reminder thing, which we'll talk about. It's an auto reminder thing. Okay, but suppose you want to do it manually. Right now you are sitting at your home, you want to do this analysis, that who is the particular customer that is not paid me from the maximum number of days. So what can I do? First of all, I can select all, which is already selected. I can select due today, the bills that are getting due today, all due, the bills that are already due till today. I can select those. Not due, not yet, the like or just forget the all due part, just show me the upcoming bills that are going to be getting due. Or I can select in a different way. I can directly go with a reverse process of, I want to clear all the pending payments of like all the customers who have not done the payment from last 1 year till 6 months. So I'll just select on greater than 180 days. These are the customers who have not done the payment, whose payment is due from last more than 6 months, from 180 days. So suppose if these customers start paying me back, then will my business grow? I just have to ask this question: will my business grow if the money starts rolling out? Like I know here all the people who are attending this webinar are big businessmen. I know there is someone who is going to be a next Dhirubhai Ambani or a next Adani, but here these are the small analysis that is done by these people, and these analysis has to be done right now from us, by us also. So this is the smallest thing, and these words were told to us by our customers. Okay, so all the things that we are telling you right now are the feedbacks of our customers. So you can work on this thing. Suppose after that I select 180 days. These are the customers who have not done the payment from last 120 days, then 90 days. You can use this filter for your maximum like outstanding reminders. But sending this single-handedly, like suppose I go in Air Chemicals and like do a sharing button from here, it's quite easy. Okay, it's easy, but only for those customers who is having like only 10 to 15 customers. Suppose you are a businessman, you are having only 10 to 15 customers, then it's an okay thing for you. But suppose you are having 500 customers and you keep sending them again and again, is it good for you? Is it not wasting your time? Perfect. So what we did, we just gave you a small feature over here, a multiple share button. The basic thing about this thing, it will share all the outstanding reminders at a single click to all your customers. The condition is you just have to mention their like email ID in your Tally, in the ledger of your Tally. The email ID has to be mentioned of that customer. Okay, here you can see there's a share button at the bottom. Just click on share, send multiple payment reminders. Select all. So you can see a couple of them are selected, like the Air Chemicals, the Bayer, the Britannia. These are the selected ones, because I'm having email ID of only these customers. The rest I'm not having those email IDs. So I can do one thing: I can sit down on one day, collect their email IDs, and then I can send these reminders. Or till that time, I can do one thing: I can start with these customers at least. I'll just do a send reminder and send email. So you see, it's a simple process of 3 clicks, and all the reminders will be sent to all your customers immediately within 5 minutes, and that too will be automatically. So you don't have to worry about anything. So I'll just show you one example of this. Okay, we have a partner of our own. Okay, who is selling Biz Analyst. He's a distributor sort of thing. So what he does on every Monday morning, he sets a reminder for himself and he sends all the multiple reminders of outstanding to all of his customers via email. Okay, he is having around 500 to 600 customers and or even more than that. But by the evening of Monday, he gets at least 2 to 3 calls that, sir, we got a reminder, we'll clear out your payment in next 2 to 3 days. So just imagine working on each and every list like again and again, or and that too will be time consuming. But other than that, suppose you get a direct call from your own customer that, sir, I got your notification, I'll do the payment. Was that not good? Just think about it. If it's good, then I would suggest you please have a try on it. Also, on the third part, this was still a manual thing. You have to do a share button. But we have done one more thing. Suppose you don't even have to send the auto remind, like the reminders. If it goes automatically on each day or on a particular day, and you have selected it like like somewhat 10 days before, then what's the thing? Suppose on Monday morning you get up, you don't have to worry about reminders. It will go automatically. We have created a feature. It's the third module. It's in a beta version mode. That suppose you can directly see for each and every party, you can directly set a reminder of outstanding. I'll just check whether I'm having it. Okay, actually it's a dummy version, so I'm not having it right now. But you can do one thing. You can just contact us at help@siliconwings.com and you can try this feature out. We'll help you out with setting up this feature. Okay, you can automate this thing. It will be a timely reminder from your side to your particular customers for all the outstanding reminders. Okay, to know about this more about this feature, you can contact us by creating a ticket, or while you are having a demo of this application, you can tell your respective person who is giving you the demo to show you this feature as well. He will show you. We'll enable this for you. Almost more than 500 to 600 customers are using it right now in the beta version. So you can also be that person who can give us a complete feedback about this product, the third product that we are coming up with. So here that was the outstanding receivables. Okay, then we have outstanding payables, the cash bank balance. You can get it here. The sales order, the pending sale, the orders that you are having right now. You can work on those also. The purchase order, delivery note, receipt note, everything. So this was a high level basic analysis part that we showed you. Now comes a little bit advanced part, I can say. So here we go to the party section. We check the sales of all the parties. We check the outstanding of all the parties. But suppose you want to do an analysis of a particular party, a complete analysis. Suppose you go to visit like for a particular party and you want to know how is he performing with you. Okay, suppose I'm outside this particular party, Air Chemicals. I want to know about the history of this Air Chemicals with my company. What can I do? I can just go in the party section. I can just click on Air Chemicals, and here is the complete history of it. I can first of all see what is the contact details and everything. If I want to know credit days, credit limit, everything, then I can select the time period. Then I can see the overview. When was the last sales date done? When like the last receipt date, number of sales invoices that has been prepared, average sales invoice amount. What is the average amount? One may be of 10,000, but other may be of 1 lakh also. Average payment days. Is he violating the average payment days credit days? Suppose you have set it for 30 days, but here you can see it's 51.75 days based on your invoicing part. Okay. The next, if you want to see the complete sales, like how was the sales done to this particular party, you can see it on month. And also on top of that, if you want to see that in the month of May 20, what was the sales done, you can just click over here. It will show you the particular invoices. It will show you the amount, invoices, everything, and you can also go in the invoice section. So we have given you the insights till invoice level. On top of that, there will be the receipt part. What is the receipt history? You can also go in this particular month and check the receipt history. You can share this receipt history if you want. If you are doing an audit with with your customer, you can send this history directly from your mobile application. You don't have to wait for your tele operator, accountant, or CEO officials. Like then, what is the pending like receivables like yet which has to become? So it will here also it will show you the credit days, the credit limit that you have set on account more than 180 days. This was the aging report which I like discussed with you about in the dashboard section. Like what is the amount that is still pending from more than 180 days, more than 120 days, 90, 60, 30, or like each and every amount. It will show you that. Pending sales order. Suppose he's a regular customer. He does a good business with you in all the ethical way, and still he has given you some pending he has given you some orders which are still pending. You can work on them. You can talk to your team that why is this like orders are why these are orders are pending, why we are not delivered it as soon as possible. Then you can like work on the pending purchase order also. Suppose he's not a customer, he's your supplier, then you can work with him as well in this way. Number of meetings. Okay, so this is a new feature which we launched like last year only, but a new feature in the sense of productivity. Okay, suppose you want to check your productivity with this particular party, or with your salesperson, or with your self also. Like suppose you go for a visit to this particular party, or a salesperson goes to a visit for this particular party. Okay, as soon as you enter the office, or as soon as you call him, you do a check-in. This is a timer. Okay, your timer has started. It has noted down your time. It has noted down your location. And suppose you are done with this meeting, you spoke to him, you took the order, you took the payment, anything, then you can directly click on checkout. Here it will show you meeting time. If there was like any discussion, you can note it down. Suppose I took a check of 5,000, okay, and checkout. So you can see the checkout is done. Okay. These meetings will be shown to you on the report section. I'll show you afterwards how it was done, but it will be a reminder for you, okay, that you can check this productivity, whether this particular party is giving you a proper business, the time that you have invested is worth it or not. So what can we do now right now? Just a minute. So this was the basic summary part. Now comes the sold. What are the items that you have sold to this particular customer? Every detail will be here. Like when was the first product Amazon Kindle sold? You can do this analysis sitting at home. That this particular party is working with me, but I don't know how he is working with me. Okay, what sort of dealing has been done? What are the items that he purchases from me? Or suppose he is your supplier, you can go on the purchase part. What are the things that I have purchased from him? Okay. Even that you can go in this Amazon Kindle, you can see for the invoices as well. These are the invoice level details that you can like sit at your home right now, do the analysis part, and you can work on them. And suppose you want to share these details, you can directly share it from here. Also, we have given the ledger report of this particular customer right here only. Suppose you want to you are doing a analysis part and you want to send this ledger report to your customer, you can directly select over your ledger report, and you can see the opening balance is given, all the transactions are given, and the closing balance. You can directly share it with that particular customer. And here only we have given you the options of data entry, the sales invoice, sales order, receipt, delivery note, quotations, purchase invoice, purchase order, anything, all the sorts of like payment receipt, all sorts of data entry are given over here. There can be some entries which is not given here, which is given somewhere else, like the ledger creation, the item creation. I'll show you those also. So this was the complete party section. Here there's one more feature I'll talk to you about it later, because it's a productivity feature. I'll talk about the productivity section later. So we discussed about the party section. Now we'll discuss about the item section. We have a particular item. Okay. Suppose you work with particular customers, but you need to take care of the items as well. Okay. Like suppose you have multiple products that you deal in, and suppose you purchased 100 units of some product. 80 units are sold, but your stock is still like you still have a stock of 20 units. You sold 80 units where your cost is recovered, but all profits are stuck in those 20 units. So you need to make sure that those 20 units are gone as well. Otherwise, you are not doing any business. You're just doing a transaction. So what we can do in this section? We have given a couple of filters over here as well. You can see over here. These are the filters. You want to analyze the stock that you are having right now in stock, not in stock, right? You don't have those stocks right now, but it's in fashion. They are going right now. They are the like they are in trend right now. You can work on them. Not in stock. I showed you negative stock. Suppose you have taken the orders of a particular stock, but you are not having them right now. That means they are in negativity. So you can do one thing. You can contact your supplier, ask them to deliver those products as soon as possible. Then you can forward them to your customers. So this will show you the negative. This will also help you in reducing your sales orders as well. Okay. Then we have one more filter of below reorder level. Like suppose, for example, you work in dozens or bundles, and suppose you do wholesale as well as retail dealings. You have a bundle of, suppose you have a dozen units of something, but in retail you gave it to someone else, like for 1 unit, 2 unit, and right now you don't have a dozen bundle, you just have 10 units. Then there's a problem. Then this will show you the reorder level. The reorder level is only of a dozen in a wholesale dealing, but you have only 10. So this will help you in reminder as well. So you can work on this as also we have given the basic details, suppose of a particular product like Amazon Kindle. What's the price, average purchase rate, standard cost, standard price, reorder level, and minimum order level also is given here, and the quantity that you are having right now. You can work on those quantities. This is my in minus. That means I'm having order of this particular stock, but I'm not having this stock right now with me. I need to work on this. So you can go inside it. As we saw the party summary, we can see the item summary as well. Here you can see your inventory closing. Like it will show you as per your godowns, as per your batches. Like in Mumbai godown, I am having two batches. Okay, batch A and primary batch. In Pune godown, I am having only one batch, but there is also a product, a minus product. That means I need a product there also. So I need to work on it. Then the price list. If I have maintained the price list in Tally, I can see it over here. Many of you might not be having a Tally with you right now, so you can work on this. You can work through this, I can say. Then we have sales summary of this particular product. Like when was the like what's the total net sales of this product, last sale date, total sales quantity, last rate that was applied on this product, minimum rate that has been applied on this product, maximum rate that has been applied to this product, number of invoices in which this product is mentioned as a saleable product. And then we have purchase summary. Suppose I have purchased it, I'm a trader, I purchase it and then sell it with my margin. Then I can see the total net purchase, last purchase date, total purchase quantity, last rate, minimum rate, maximum rate, number of invoice, each and everything. Then I can go into the sales part. How was the sale of this particular product month on month? I can if it's a seasonal product, then what is the particular season in which it works? Like for example, an umbrella, it will work in a rainy season only. It will not work in other seasons. But if there's a product, suppose an iPhone, it works like 12 months in a year. So I can do the analysis according to my business. For the purchase part, we also have the purchase month on month basis, and then we have pending sales order. Suppose you are having order of this particular item, so you can directly visit here, go through all the pending orders, and then you can start delivering them. Then we have some tax related details like the HSN code, the taxable value, GST value, everything. So here also, as we saw in the party section, that a particular suppose a particular customer, what are the items he's purchased from me. In this case, we can see for this particular item, who are the customer that purchases this item from me. You just have to swipe left and you can see it. For the same thing, who are the suppliers that supply me this product, you can go in it. And here also you can directly go in that particular like the party, and you will get the number of invoices, everything in that particular ledger sort of thing. So this is the analysis of an item section. Okay, now we come to the report section. My entries is a data entry regarding part. I'll show you it later. First of all, I just want you to remember that I showed you some check-in checkout thing in the party section, and I told you that it's for a productivity tool, how you can use it. When there was no lockdown, people used to do it for visit analysis, like a salesperson tracking. Okay, it's the tracking in a different sense. Suppose I'm a salesperson, I visit a particular party. As soon as I enter a particular office, I go in the mobile application, in the party section, I select that particular party, I do a check-in, my timer is recorded, okay, my location is recorded. As soon as I get out of that office, like of that particular party, I do a checkout with the necessary comments, and I do a checkout. Then I go to a particular party, another party, I do the same process. Suppose I visit 10 parties and I do the same process again and again. What this shows me right now, okay, the admin or the particular salesperson himself, he can do his productivity analysis over here. I'll show you how. In this sales team check-in report, you can see there are particular salesperson that are already being created. Okay, in the same way, you will also be able to see your salesperson details. So what can I do? Suppose I want to check my own thing. I'll go with Harshit. Here you can see today, just now, like around 4:12 p.m. I just checked in the air chemicals part, and I checked out at 4:12, the same timing from the air chemicals. And if I click on it, it will also show me my location. But this is a tracking, this is not a productivity. The productivity comes after this. That in this particular party, air chemicals, if I visit for suppose like 10 to 15 times in a month, is it worth of that time? Is the party giving me that much business that he should be visited again and again? Is there any other party who is giving me more business than him, but my salesperson is not visiting again and again? Can I focus on that party? Other than that, suppose I can also work in this way, that I'll take out a certain group of parties who are not doing a good business right now with me, but I can assign a particular salesperson to those parties, and he will work on those parties only. He will continuously follow up with those parties, he'll assist them with all the products and everything. He will just work on those parties, and I'll do a check-in check-out like analysis of him. And then I can see whether he is able to like make those parties work for me. He can help me increase their productivity. So this sort of a small analysis, I know it's a random analysis, but you can work on your analysis as well. You can figure out some better analysis than this, and you can like give us a feedback about your analysis with this tool. This was the some things that our customers are doing right now, so we are showing you those things. Also here, suppose after this lockdown your team starts going on the field and you want to check their productivity, their check-in check-out or tracking on a map, that is also possible here. We are given this map. It will directly show you about where your particular like salesperson is going. Okay, so right now I'm sitting at a single place, so there's only one point. Suppose if I start going out and visiting my clients, if I do a regular check-in check-out, here it will be like a bundle of checkpoints for me. So this was one thing. Okay. Now there's one more thing of follow-ups. Suppose, just example, you called a particular customer today sitting at home for just like payment collection or particular order or anything, and if you want to see like how the business is going, you checked it out, everything. Now just example, he tells you that, sir, I'm not available right now, can I like call you back, or can you give me a call back after 2 days? You said, okay, I'll give you a call back, sir, after 2 days, but most of the times we forget. We forget about like calling to a particular customer, or if he's not a regular customer. Even if he's a regular customer, that might be a time like we are busy and we forget about calling him. So what if the application reminds you about that? It's a simple thing. I'll go in the parties section again. Suppose in air chemicals, I go in this set follow-up. Here I can create a follow-up timer for myself. Okay. For myself, for my particular teammate who is following up with this particular party. Suppose this was payment collection. Date and time I can set. Suppose after 2 days. So first time will be of 12 p.m. Okay. Right now the owner is myself, but suppose I add Swapnil with this. So, and I set a set follow-up there. So what will happen right now? The follow-up has been set on 1st of May at 12 p.m. Me as well as Swapnil will get a notification stating that payment collection, and then we can discuss it around ourselves, and then one of us can call the particular party, but we are not like forgetting the follow-up. We have done the follow-up. Now the customer can like say, okay, sorry, I got a follow-up, I'll do the payment or anything, whatever the discussion is. But at least we are in a punctuality of our follow-ups, because the follow-ups is the main thing that we miss out. So we can work on those things. Next, like the productivity tool that we are having right now is top reports. You can work on this top reports. It's like top 5 to top 100 customers. I want to check the customers, supplier, items sold by value, item purchased by value, item sold by quantity, item purchased by quantity. Suppose I select for customer. These are the number of customers. Like I have 100 customer and these are top 100 customers. But suppose I select the top 30 customers. Okay. So you can see an analysis over here of 94% and 52%. What this shows you? It shows that out of my 100% of the customers, only these 30 customers are the 94% of these customers. Okay. So they give me the 94% of sales, and they are the 52% of all the customers that I have. So out of 100, I get the maximum sales from this 30 customer, and they are just like 52% of my customers. So this is a productivity tool. Now I have to work with the best customers. I have to work on the worst customers. It's my choice. I can work on each thing. The same goes for like items sold by value. I can say these are the items sold by value. So you can see top here. I'll select one more thing. Top 10. Okay. Out of this, I like out of my 100% of the sales, 59% of the sales are coming from this top 10 items, and this top 10 items are just 25% of the total items that I'm having. So this is the analysis part. You can work on this analysis. Now you have to think that you want to work on which part, on the top part or the bottom part. You want to work with the best, or you want to work with the tail ender. Then comes the inactive customer. This is the most famous like feature of our application, because if a customer grows back, he comes back to you, you are growing your business. Suppose I give you an example. I want to just say that I used to do a business with a particular customer, but he left me. He's not doing any business with me. And suppose he comes back, I'm growing my business, but I want to check who are the customers who are not doing any business with me from last 6 months. So I can just click on 180 days with this filter. These are the customers who are not doing business with me from last 180 days. And these are 57 customers who are 61% of my customers. That means I'm doing business with only 39% of my customers. And if this 39% grows to even to 49, then I'm growing my business. So I need to work on these things. And I can do a complete analysis of these customers as well, like going in the parties section or directly clicking over here. You will see a particular, like all the summary over here. So this is an analysis that you can do here. Same goes with inactive items. I can again select over here like 90 days. Which of the items are still in my go down from last 90 days and have not moved a little bit. So suppose I select here since 90 days, then in 90 days, 33 items of mine have not been sold. They are inactive. They are 63% of my total items, and their value is like around 40 lakhs. So like my 40 lakh worth of goods are still in my godown, while like not doing anything for me right now, who are a liability for me right now. So I need to work on them. So this is a particular thing that I can work on. Rest we have like ledger report, day book, pending sales order, pending purchase order. You can work on profit and loss balance sheet. So these are the productivity tools that you can work on sitting at home. You can do your analysis. This was it. This was a complete analysis. I'm sorry I was not able to show you the auto reminder part, but I would request you to just raise a ticket from the mobile application and just give us a reminder to show you the auto reminder part. Our team will assist
Harshit,
you over there.
Harshit, I can share my screen. You can go accordingly. I'll show you the auto reminder. No.
Yeah, that will be good. Please, Dheeraj bhai.
Yeah. Shraddha, can you make me the host?
Okay. Sorry, 1 second. Yes, Dheeraj bhai, you can go.
So firstly, we need to activate the auto reminder option by clicking the link which is shared by Shraddha in chat. Okay.
Okay.
So in
So
settings,
Dheeraj bhai, I
yeah,
will tell. Okay, so we
yeah,
have already shared the link on the chat section. So you can go over there. You can go on the Q&A section and just click on that link. Register your registered email ID over there through which you have registered on the Biz Analyst mobile application. Okay, that will be enabled for you from the backend. And from here now you can see that Dheeraj bhai, please, Dheeraj bhai, please go on the auto reminder settings.
yeah. So
So in the settings option, you will get this auto reminder option. Just have to click over there. So first of all, right now it's an active auto reminder. Dheeraj bhai has already done some reminders over here. But suppose you want to do a new reminder, you just have to select on this auto reminder.
1 second, we'll disable it and again enable it.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
You just have to enable this auto reminder first of all. So right now you can see that we have how often you want to send this reminder. Suppose you want to send it from 1 day in a week, 2 days, 3 days, or regularly. So you can select it like send on bill due date, daily, weekly, or monthly. So most of the customers send it for weekly, like weekly twice or thrice a day. So you can go for week, and you suppose you select for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which is the alternate days you can say. And then you can go down and select the particular time you want to send this reminder. Okay, you can set a here as we have seen that it's 11 in the morning. Okay, then you can go up, and right now there is no ledger selected over here. Okay, so as I told you, we need the email ID of that particular customer in your ledger, in your tally. Okay, through that only we'll send the reminders from your side. Right now you can see that most of the customers there is like a reminder of no email address found in the ledger. Here air chemicals is selected. Suppose there is some other customers, you can just select all. You can do the select all part, and it you just have to save it. So once you save it, you just have to go down and just save it again. So your reminder is set. Your auto reminder will go automatically to all your customers whose email ID is mentioned in their in your tally. And for that also, there's one more feature in this only, that suppose for a particular customer you don't want it to send it on alternative days, you want to send him in, like continuously on daily basis. So what can you do? Dheeraj bhai, go on the outstanding part of air chemicals. Outstanding receivables. Okay. Air chemicals.
It is a different company, Harshit.
Okay. Okay. No issues. You can just select your company. Okay. So what we are having right now here is that in a particular company, you can go in the outstanding receivables. On the top, you will get an option that if you want to alter any reminder for this particular customer, you want to send him weekly, monthly, you can select it for himself only for that particular party. So you can try it out in your application. We have also created a video for this on YouTube for this beta version, and if you want, we can give you it afterwards or give a demo of this live with your data. You can work on it. More than 500 to 600 customers right now are using this beta version. They have enabled it for themselves, and they are giving a continuous feedback for this. And you can also be like work on this, and you can give a feedback from your side. So this was a complete auto reminder thing. We are still working on this. There's a lot more coming in this feature. This is just a beta version. This is not the actual version. Actual version is yet to be launched. So I hope most of you will come and try this feature out. So with this, we end with the presentation. Now we'll start with the Q&A session. So if at all you have any questions, you can just ask over here. Also, the polls are open, so please poll out to us and tell us that how you like this webinar, and if there is anything that we can work on. So I can see that most of the answers are given in the Q&A section, but still I'll read out some of them. Please explain the price list again. So, okay, sure, sir. I'll explain you the price list. Okay. So suppose you go on the item section for the price list, you click on a particular product. You have the price list in your tally. You have maintained it in your tally. You just have to go in this price list and you will get the same price list over here. For a particular, as I said, for a particular party who is doing wholesale and retail, and you want to know the price list of both the things, you can directly get it from here. You just have to maintain it in tally. So it's the same thing, nothing else. There's a question like I want to ask about the tracking of salesperson on the app. Is there any feature in which it shows his position without him punching his visit of a company? Sir, actually, it's not possible right now. Just because like we are not doing it right now because we were we are going to do that thing only. But then we thought that suppose if you get a particular tracking on that spot, you don't have any idea that uh, at a particular point of time where he was. You don't have any record of that particular person. But when we created a check-in check-out feature, you get a complete report of that particular party, or sorry, of that particular salesperson, where he visited from 10 a.m. in the morning to 7 p.m. in the evening. Where did he wasted his time? What was his productivity? Which parties he visited on a continuous basis? Like what you can do, we do this in our app system as well. In business analyst, suppose I'm on the field, I go to a particular dealers of ours and visit them. Okay, then on first of every month, we track our own performance. Like to this particular party, suppose I visited or I called him for suppose 10 times in a month. But is he that much effective? Should I call him more? I know he has the potential. I need to push him a bit more. Can I do that? Or suppose I'm going to a particular party again and again, but he's not working that much. So should I reduce my time there and should I invest it somewhere else? That same thing goes for each and every like business, I guess. You need to work on those potential customers, but for that, tracking is a good thing you can do for that productivity. But for that, you have to analyze those particular potential customers as well. So for that reason only, we have not created a live tracking. We created a reporting tracking, like a tracking based on reports. Next question is of Mr. Mayank. Is there an option to view only the vouchers entered by the accountant on his last visit, so we can do a review? Sir, you can go on the daybook part, I guess. In the daybook, you can see that what are the vouchers he has. Like he might be doing it on a regular basis, or suppose he's coming like once in a week, where many of the SMEs are doing like once in a week. A particular accountant comes and does the entries, but he might be doing the entries from a particular date only. Suppose from today's 29, he came today and he did the entries of from 25th to 29th. So you can work on those things. So this can also work it out, I guess. You can try it out, sir. Actually, I'm not sure about this thing, but you can try it out. But right now, we don't have any feature as particularly to say that these are the vouchers that were only created. Next, we have how to find out total direct and indirect expenses of the company. Sir, it's directly given to you. Okay, 1 second, I'll show you out as well. This is my application. You can go in the report section. You can see in the expenses. These are the direct expenses. Like these are the direct expenses that you have that have been done, and these are the indirect expenses that have been done. You can directly go inside these expenses, and you can check for each and every one as well with the particular voucher. So I hope you are able to see this. I'll show you again. It's in the report section. In the report section, in the expense column. Okay. Then we have, are you giving demo of other solutions which we can access from PC? Sir, actually right now we are only working with BizAnalyst as a product. Okay, because we connect with Tally and we are focused on one vision right now to take this SME segment to the next level. And we are completely focused on this product only. Like you can say a team of 70 is only working on a single product, on a single mission, nothing else. So next, can you please demo us delivery note? Sure, sir. Why not? I'll go in my entries, delivery note. Just go on the plus button. Name of the ledger you can select according to your will. Okay, suppose GST local sales tax, price level, retail, wholesale, whatever it is. Add items. Description for go down. Description is optional. If you want to add anything, you can add it. And then quantity, suppose 5. So it will pick up the rate accordingly. Okay. Units, what are the units that you are using that will come here? GST and everything will be added automatically according to your last billings and the details that are mentioned in your Tally right now. If there is any discount or additional ledgers that you want to add, you can add it from here. The total amount will be shown, amount, bit tax and everything, and then done. So the item is selected over here. You want to edit, you can edit it. Net amount. If you want to add one more item, there's an option of add more. You can directly go over there. If there is any additional ledger on this particular invoice, like transport charges or anything, you can add it over here. E-way bill details, you can add it from here. Other details, any sort of details, dispatch details, buyer details, then a summary and everything. Narration, if you want to add any narration of this, you can add it up to 300 alphabets over here. And then here there's also one thing. Suppose your salesperson is creating a delivery note, your delivery boy or someone is creating a delivery note, then you can directly like get his location and tracking over there, who created that particular delivery note in the mobile application and from where he did that delivery note. So you will get it over here and save. So you see the delivery note is done. You can directly share it, or that's okay. You don't want to share it with anyone, right? So it is pending right now because I'm not connected with my Tally. Once I get connected with my Tally, it will directly sync into the optional voucher of daybook. Then it will show the success or failed. If it fails for some reason, it will show in the failed part. So I hope, sir, I was able to show you this delivery note part and you got the answer. Can you have app also for busy? Sorry, sir. Actually, right now we don't have this like feature, or like we are not working with busy right now because we are completely focused on Tally because there's so much more coming up with Tally, and we have so many feature requests right now that seriously we didn't got any time for working on that product. So really sorry, sir, but definitely in near future, if we like get that opportunity, if it works it out, then why not, sir? We'll work it out. Possible? Okay. Please explain price list again, sir. I showed you the price list once. If you want to see it again, just let me know. I'll show you. So I guess most of the questions are done by my team from the background. Still, if you have any questions, we will stay here for more 2 to 3 minutes, and then we'll wrap it up. Again, it was nice, like for a discussion after a very long time. We did these webinars last year for a, like a couple of months. We were regular with the webinars, and we had a very good response over there. Also, just a request: please stay at home. It's not a good situation right now out there, and we want that each and every person, like here, he's available here or not, but he should be well. Please take care of your team, family, staff, everyone, because it's a fight that we have to fight together, as we have heard it a lot of times. Still, please be safe. First of all, Khata Book and Disk and is same company. So it's not the same company, but yes, it's integration sort of thing. It's an acquisition. Khata Book has acquired Biz Analyst, strategic acquisition, so that we can work more on those things. That there are many feature requests that we are not able to like cater. We were falling short of some things. Now, with the help of Khata Book and their team, we'll provide more features, more things to you. So yes, it's a collaboration sort of thing, an acquisition. Do you have any app for dealers? Not yet, sir. We were creating an app for dealers, but then lockdown came in. The work from home culture, it's good, but still, it creates some boundaries. So we are not able to complete those parts, but we are making it. If you are like a dealer of ours, then you can contact your like respective RSM. He will definitely guide you accordingly. Thank you so for nice explanation. Always, Gavan sir. Thank you so much for attending this webinar. We'll make sure to bring such webinars more, and which can help you with this business application. And we just hope we are somewhere helpful in your business and you grow to your next level. Also, Tally on Mac, when sir, trying best, but still waiting for more, many new things. We are not yet completed with Windows. We are coming up with many more things. Seriously, we are not getting enough time to work on so many things, but hopefully someday, sir. Definitely. Sir, when would be the next session? Very soon, very soon. We are planning out to do our next session, like weekly. We are planning out to do. Just make sure you continuously see our emails. We'll notify you over the emails, and you can also visit our YouTube channel. We are live over there. Like whenever we do a webinar, we try to be live over there, so you can visit over there also. So can you please explain purchase entry? Yeah, sure. No, sir. Thank you, sir. One second. So before purchase entry, there are a couple of questions. I'll just address them and we can show the purchase entry. How can we view price list? Please explain screen. So, okay, sir, I'll explain that also. What's the facility of sending invoices should be activated? So you can share the invoices through WhatsApp right now. It will go single. Suppose you visit a single invoice, there's an option of share button as I showed. Just click on it. Just go on the WhatsApp, and you can select your particular person whom you want to send that invoice. It will go automatic. It will go manually. How much time it takes to synchronize from system to mobile the Tally? It depends on your data. If you are having a good system and your data is not that much big, then it will sync like within 5 minutes. There are times when the data is synced within 2 minutes, and there are times where the data takes 20 to 30 minutes. So it depends completely on your data. Automatically, will it be possible? Automatically, WhatsApp, sir, right now we are working on it. We have started with the email part. We are working on SMS and WhatsApp as well. Hopefully, very soon. It's a bit of not possible sort of thing right now, but we are working on it. now it's little slow to sync. Sir, if it's slow to sync, then just do one thing, just raise a ticket from mobile application. I'll show you how to do it. And then you can directly, like our team will directly contact you and they will look into the issue. If it's slow, they will look into the issue. Can we add more features in this app? So, Ketan sir, we are already on it. We are having a lot of new things coming in the pipeline. So just stay tuned. You will get many more things in the near future. So I'll show you the price list and the purchase entry, and then we'll move on to the next part. So this is the purchase invoice that I want to create. I'll go on the plus button. I'll select the ledger name, suppose same Air Chemicals. I'll select the GST inputs and everything. Retail or wholesale, I'll select. Add items. Suppose Amazon Kindle. Mumbai go down. Quantity and rate will be taken care of itself. But if you want to add the rate or like different rate, you can edit it from here. The GST, the CGST, SGST, everything will be calculated automatically. Discount, if at all if there is any discount, amount with tax, the total summary of that particular item, and done. Here you can see the item has been created. Sorry, the item has been shown over here. If at all you want to add one more item, you can show it from here. If there are any ledgers you want to add, like if there are any additional ledgers like discounts or anything, you can add it over here. E-way bill details, order details, dispatch details, buyer details, total summary of that particular invoice, gross total, and narration. Suppose if you want to add any narration, and then save the basic purchase entry. And if you want to share it right now, right there, you can do it anyhow. And then it's the same thing. Like the entry is very simple. I know there are certain things that we are still looking out to. There are a lot more things coming up as well in many of the things like analysis, data entry, check-in, check-out, productivity tools, auto reminder. We are still a long way to go. The next was the price list part. So price list, sir, suppose you want to see the price list of a particular item. You just go on the item section, click on that particular item. You will get the price list over there. You just have to maintain the price list in your tally. So suppose for a shirt, you are a manufacturer of shirt. You have created different prices for a wholesaler and for a retailer. So you just have to maintain that price list in your tally. It will show you, it will reflect you over here directly. It's the same price list, nothing changes. Okay. So this is one thing. Also, I'll just show you how to create a ticket. For Android users, Android or like iOS users, it's directly on the dashboard. You can see this question mark button at the bottom. Just click over there. On the help button, you will see an option at the bottom of create ticket. Just mention your issue, whatever you're facing. Suppose I face, I'll just mention over demo ticket. So you can see the demo ticket is mentioned, send message. Okay. The ticket is sent. Suppose you want to check this ticket, what happened to this ticket? Just click on my tickets. Once it gets refreshed, you will directly get this option. You can see my tickets. These are the tickets that I created in the course of time. So you can directly see this. And you also saw that I got a message also right now. I'll show you. You will get a message of this sort with your ticket number. So raise a ticket for each and everything you want to know, or you have any issue, you're facing any issue, you want to understand something, just raise a ticket. We'll contact you back as soon as possible and we'll help you out. So I hope you got this insight of how to create a ticket as well. We'll take the next question. I want to ask about the tracking of salesperson on the app. Is there any feature in which it shows position without him punching? Okay, I guess we took this. Okay, so purchase entry I showed you, Mr. Arun. I hope you got that entry. Price list also I showed. Any entry automation model. Not right now, sir, but we are working on some things. We are trying to make many things automated. So once we get success in one thing, we'll definitely try the same logic on the other things as well, and we'll try to work it out. But right now, as I told you that we have started automating for the outstanding part. So once that gets successful, we'll try to do it for other things as well. But still, just do you can do one thing. You can write us a mail at help@siliconwins.com that what sort of automation we are looking for. It can be the next thing that we can work on. If it's a thing that can help a lot of people get their business done easily, make faster decisions, and go with a flow. So we'll work on that also. Okay, so I guess the like most of the answers are covered. So we can do one thing. We can wrap it out. The polls are in progress. I hope we have all done the polls. Please make sure you do the poll because it helps us to know whether we were good, whether we were bad, what you understood, what you didn't understood, how can we improve, and how can we like provide you the best information for business analysts. And we can continue with this webinars on regular basis. So please do a poll and please stay safe right now. That's the only request that we are doing from you right now. Have a trial on at home, work from home, no issues, but stay at home. And we'll see you guys again in the next session. Please attend the next session and go through the emails on regular basis. That's it from my side. If at all you have anything, you can just mail it out. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much.